Have you ever felt your independence slipping away as your children step in to help? Aging should be a time of dignity, self-determination, and enjoyment of hard-earned freedoms, not a season of being micromanaged or marginalized by those you raised. Yet too often, well-meaning, or sometimes overbearing offspring can cross boundaries that leave you feeling powerless, resentful, and even at risk of emotional or financial harm. In this video, you'll discover 6 specific behaviors to watch for and never allow from your children. Each one, if left unchecked, has the power to erode your autonomy, undermine your well-being, and strain family relationships. By recognizing these pitfalls early and setting clear, respectful boundaries, you can preserve your sense of self and continue to thrive on your own terms, ensuring that your later years are as empowering and fulfilling as you deserve. Before we start, I'd appreciate it if you could like this video. Your support helps me continue sharing helpful insights for better aging. If you haven't already subscribed, I recommend you do so, and turn on notification bell so you never miss a video. And if you find this video helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know. If not, leave number 0 and let me know what you'd like me to improve. Now, let's get started. 1. Undermining your autonomy. From choosing your daily routine to making major life decisions, autonomy is a cornerstone of well-being at any age. When adult children start dictating where you live, what you eat, or how you spend your money, they chip away at your self-determination. This often begins subtly: a comment about your driving ability, a suggestion that mum shouldn't go out alone anymore, or co-signing on bills without real discussion. Over time, such interference breeds resentment on both sides. You may feel infantilized and powerless. They may grow frustrated by perceived non-compliance. To prevent this rift, establish clear lines. Assert your preferences. Clearly state your wishes. For example, I prefer to manage my own medical appointments. Set consequences. If they persistently override your choices, explain that you will reconsider discussions about support until respectful communication resumes. Offer compromises. Suggest periodic check-ins rather than constant oversight. This demonstrates willingness to stay connected without surrendering all control. By calmly yet firmly drawing boundaries, you reinforce that aging does not equate to helplessness. Your children will learn to respect the independence you've earned through decades of life experience. 2. Disrespectful communication. Respectful dialogue is the foundation of any healthy relationship. When children speak to you in condescending tones, use patronizing language, or dismiss your opinions, it erodes your self-esteem and damages trust. Examples include speaking over you in conversations, adopting a baby voice, or invalidating your memories by saying, "You don't remember correctly." Disrespect can escalate into emotional distress, leading to feelings of isolation or depression. To counteract this, model respectful speech. Demonstrate the tone and words you expect. Use I statements, "I feel dismissed when my experiences are overlooked," to describe the impact of their words. Enforce speaking rules. Request that conversations be free of interruptions or demeaning comments. If the disrespect continues, pause the discussion until everyone can commit to constructive dialogue. Reinforce positive interactions. Acknowledge when they speak kindly or listen attentively. Positive reinforcement encourages them to repeat respectful behaviors. Maintaining mutual respect ensures that your voice remains valued. It protects your emotional health and sets the stage for genuine connection. 3. Financial control and exploitation. Financial exploitation is a serious threat for older adults. It may manifest as pressure to change your will, coerce you into joint accounts, or guilt you into lending large sums. When children gain undue access to your finances, They jeopardize your economic security and constrain sibling relationships. To safeguard your assets, keep your finances private, maintain separate bank accounts, and manage them independently unless you choose to share access for convenience. Consult a professional. Engage an independent financial advisor or elder law attorney to review any requests for power of attorney or estate changes. Educate yourself. Familiarize yourself with common financial scams and your rights under state law to contest undue influence. Clear documentation, such as a revocable trust or a detailed will, reduces the likelihood of disputes. By proactively managing your finances, you assert control and protect your legacy. 4. Emotional manipulation and guilt trips. Guilt can be a powerful tool, and some children unknowingly or deliberately use it to influence your behavior. Statements like, "If you loved me, you'd move closer," or "I'll never forgive you if you don't help me," capitalize on parental love and obligation. While occasional reminders of family ties are natural, persistent guilt tactics are emotionally draining and can lead to anxiety or depression. To resist manipulation, recognize the tactic. Identify statements designed to invoke guilt rather than genuine expression of need. Respond with facts. Offer clear reasons why certain requests are not feasible. "I'm happy to support you emotionally, but relocating to the city isn't practical for my health." Maintain emotional distance. If guilt inducement becomes a pattern, limit interactions or bring in a neutral third party, such as a family counselor, to mediate. By distinguishing between reasonable requests and manipulative behavior, you preserve your emotional equilibrium and foster healthier family dynamics. 5. Overprotection and infantilization. Children may equate age with incapacity, leading them to shield you from everyday activities or treat you as incapable of self-care. They might insist on doing simple tasks for you, shopping, cooking, even dressing, without your request. Though often rooted in love, this overprotection can strip away your sense of competence and discourage physical activity, critical for health. Combat overprotection by affirming your abilities. Remind them and yourself of activities you still perform well, from driving to gardening. Inviting participation, not replacement. If they want to help, suggest assisting you in joint tasks, e.g., "Let's cook dinner together," rather than doing everything for you. Documenting achievements. Keep a journal or portfolio of your daily wins, walking unassisted, completing tasks, which you can share to demonstrate ongoing capability. Encouraging a balanced approach ensures that you remain active, both mentally and physically, preserving health and self-worth. 6. Ignoring personal boundaries. Every adult deserves privacy and space regardless of age. When children enter your home without warning, read your mail, or demand access to private conversations, they violate your personal boundaries. This intrusion can lead to a profound sense of vulnerability and mistrust. To uphold boundaries, set clear house rules, establish guidelines for visits, advance notice, duration, and respect for private areas, such as your bedroom or office. Use physical markers. A closed door can be a simple yet effective signal that you need solitude. Communicate consequences. Explain that repeated boundary breaches will require more formal limits on access, such as scheduled visits only. Respecting personal space is vital for mental health and self-esteem. Firm boundaries reinforce that your home and mind are your sanctuary. As you've seen, each of these 6 pitfalls — autonomy, erosion, disrespectful communication, financial control, emotional manipulation, overprotection, and boundary violations — carries its own risks, yet they share one common thread: the subtle way they chip away at your dignity, your health, and the trust that should flourish in a loving family. Allowing overbearing interference in daily choices quietly shrinks your world. Tolerating condescension sows seeds of resentment. Surrendering financial safeguards jeopardizes your security. Yielding to guilt trips undermines your emotional balance. Accepting unsolicited help stifles your capabilities. And ignoring invasions of privacy erodes the sanctuary of your home. In refusing to let these behaviors go unchecked, you're doing more than defending your rights. You're modeling healthy boundaries and mutual respect for the entire family. When you assert your preferences about healthcare decisions, finances, or even how fast you drive, you reaffirm that aging is a chapter of continued growth and self-direction, not decline. By insisting on polite, two-way conversations, you invite your children to truly listen and learn from your life's hard-won wisdom. By safeguarding your assets with clear legal and financial plans, you leave a legacy of order rather than conflict. By gently but firmly declining guilt-driven demands, you teach that love cannot be bought or coerced. By inviting assistance on your terms, you demonstrate the power of collaboration without helplessness. And by protecting your physical and emotional space, you show that respect for personal boundaries is timeless. Ultimately, standing up to these 6 threats isn't about creating distance. It's about building healthier, more authentic connections that honor both your experience and your children's love. As you move forward, remember that every boundary you establish now paves the way for richer conversations, more genuine care, and a family dynamic rooted in respect rather than obligation. Your later years can and should be marked by the freedom, peace, and fulfillment that come from living life entirely on your own terms. Stay vigilant, stay empowered, and let your example guide your children toward honoring the parent who once guided them.